Greetings, YouTube. In my cafe at work, they have a television that runs 24/7. And when I walk into the room, I haven't put my headphones on yet, so I have to listen to what's being shown on the television. And when I'm leaving, I've already taken my headphones off. So again, I'm listening to what's on the television. And on the History Channel, they occasionally will play a run of show called Ancient Aliens. Now, when I was a kid, and I mean like 12 and 13, I ate up that whole Ancient Aliens thing. I thought it was awesome. Um, and it wasn't until I was much older, like in my 20s, that I realized that the whole Ancient Aliens thing is nothing but a whitewash of white supremacy. It is just a veneer covering up white supremacy because a bunch of white people showed up in other countries other than Europe, saw these unbelievably complex, beautiful buildings and cities and ancient aqueduct systems and everything that was created by folks that weren't from Europe, and thought, well, brown people can't do that. And so it was easier for them to conceive that aliens from another world built pyramids and cities and aqueducts and such, rather than accept that brown people could actually do this without European assistance, which is twisted. And I'm sure that the people who are currently consuming the Ancient Alien show, and if you can get them, I've seen the DVDs at thrift shops all the time. There are lots of these folks. There are many seasons of this show. I have no desire to see any of them. I understand the white supremacy behind the whole veneer. Sadly, I'm sure that most people consuming this stuff don't understand that. They are just into the conspiracy, or they're into the mystery, when the mystery is human intelligence and ingenuity will solve a problem. And the reason that all these different, peoples across the globe came up with pyramids, because a pyramid is the best shape for stacking stones. That's that's it. If you pour pebbles and out of a container onto the ground, they will eventually create a cone, a pyramid shape, because that is the natural shape they're going to acquire. And the angle of is it angle of declination or inclination? I can't remember what that is, but there's a specific angle of each stack depending on the grain size of the substance that you're putting into it. So the angle is going to change depending on the granular size you're going to be pouring. I can't remember which is inclination or declination. I can't remember. But so you find this all over the place. And you also find, like, for example, before what we view as like the Egyptian pyramids, there were a lot of step pyramids. These were the evolution of the things that eventually led to what we view as the pyramids, and there are pyramids everywhere. One of my favorite is the crooked pyramid, which starts up like this, and then it goes like this. So like they got to the point, like they get to a certain point, and they're like, yeah, screw it, we're gonna finish it sooner. Just cracks me up every time I've seen a picture of that. I just like, yeah, we realized how much work this was, and we decided, nah, we're gonna go a little shallower. Um, but yeah, the Ancient Aliens thing is nothing but a veneer trying to cover up white supremacy. It's just Europeans looking around and saying brown people couldn't do this, so it's easier for us to swallow the concept that aliens came from another goddamn star system and did this than to admit that brown people are just as intelligent and ingenious as we Europeans are.